Everyone on Earth has different genetics. But this is something else. This is a completely different category of human being.
Definitely a big man, and he has the reputation of being the strongest bodybuilder around.
Not everyone is gifted with those crazy superhuman genetics. Greg Kovacs was 6'5", and when it came to putting on mass, this guy was an absolute genetic freak.
But genetics alone aren't enough. To unlock that potential, you have to fuel those muscles.
I eat usually around 12,000 calories in the off-season.
What does it mean?
That means a lot of food. You're eating like around the clock, non-stop, basically. I probably eat around 20 chicken breasts a day, and about 3 pounds of beef and lots of eggs and things like that. I'd say maybe 2 kilos a day of rice, potatoes, plus oatmeal, plus everything else.
He was one of the first bodybuilders to really push past 400 pounds and still be relatively lean. At the peak of his career, Greg was around 420 pounds in the off-season.
You're the world's largest muscular bodybuilder.
I'm the heaviest at I was keep getting bigger because I'm younger still. So I want to be on stage around 350 pounds.
350. I mean, has anybody ever been on stage at that weight and in good cut condition?
No, not even close.
Right.
Greg Kovacs from Ontario, Canada, may be what you would call a sleeping giant. He trains by himself in the basement of his parents' farmhouse.
First, I started lifting weights when I was 17 years old in conjunction with my hockey. And then I started really liking lifting the weights a lot more than the hockey itself. So I quit hockey and started lifting weights regularly.
I really wanted to get into a sport where it was individual, everything was up to you. I didn't like relying on other people. So I took up bodybuilding and I really enjoyed it.
I really like going to the gym and developing my body and feel the iron in my hands and training really heavy.
This guy was huge and strong. I mean, really strong. But he had no real idea how strong he actually was.
One day I went to a powerlifting contest in my hometown, and the top bench was 430 pounds. I looked at the weight and I said, that's not very heavy. I went up there and I benched it like 19 times, and then I walked out.
Imagine that kind of strength. Almost 200 kilos for 19 reps. Dude is talking about it like it was nothing.
And then there was another, I was reading a magazine and it said Ted Arcidi, the strongest man in the world, can behind the neck press 360 pounds for 4 reps. Nobody's ever pressed over 400 pounds behind the neck, and I was already doing 405 for like 6 to 8 reps behind the neck when I was 19 years old. I trained in my basement by myself, so I had no real anything to compare it to.
Strongest bodybuilders in the world.
He does have that reputation, yeah. And I'm sure he's a strong guy. I've seen him.
The bigger your muscles, the stronger the muscles. It goes in hand like that. So.
And for legs, Greg was reportedly leg pressing over 2,000 pounds for 15 reps. And look at this right here. He basically loaded up the entire machine. And look at those reps, clean and controlled.
Right now, come on!
This dude was seriously strong.
Kovacs had this just power about him that he would do like Smith machine bench press. He would put like every plate in the gym on there. It was like 800 pounds on there, and he would rep it with good form.
Kovacs, he really pushed the boundaries, and he was bench pressing like 7 plates on the incline.
My arms are about 26 inches.
26-inch arms.
My thighs are about 36. My chest is over 70. Things like that. So to a certain point, it's anybody can develop their physique. But to get to this level, I think it's a lot of genetics.
all human. We're all the same species. But somehow, every person's muscle structure, shape, and ability to grow is completely different. And Greg is probably one of the best examples of that. When it came to growing mass, he was insanely genetically gifted. He was bigger than Nasser, bigger than Jay, bigger than Dorian. The dude was just massive. Being genetically gifted for size doesn't mean you're genetically gifted for bodybuilding.
He doesn't have the structure to compete with the top guys in the show. His legs are a little weak compared to his upper body.
In '96, I won the Canadian Nationals, heavyweight and overall, got my Greg Kovacs card. So far, I've only done 2 pro shows, and they both been. I was really ill at both of them, so it was bad luck for him.
Greg didn't have that aesthetic structure. His proportions weren't great. His stomach was huge. His legs looked small compared to that enormous upper body. And his back didn't have the density of the top guys. That's one of the reasons he couldn't keep up with the best competitive bodybuilders. And that's what we have to understand. Nobody's the same in this game.
I've always had people thinking I would never make it, telling me I'll never make it, I don't have the genetics, I'm just a big oaf.
You still have to put in continuous effort to unlock whatever potential you have. But at the same time, you're not going to reach a certain level if the genetic potential simply isn't there. Greg knew what his genetics gave him: size. So he pushed that gift as far as he possibly could.
For me, I think each bodybuilder has to take what he's better at, and the fact that I could never look like Flex Wheeler, and Flex Wheeler could never look like me. So I think the sport, there's gonna be room for every type of physique in the sport, and that's how it should be, not just going toward one extreme or the other.
You know, when you're carrying that much muscle, food is a huge part of it.
To anybody out there who's serious about bodybuilding, diet is very, very important. You have to be very consistent with your eating if you want to grow, just like with your training or anything else. So.
You gotta constantly fuel those muscles just to maintain that kind of size. And for the most part, his wife was the one helping him out with all the cooking.
I met my wife, and she's been the biggest support of all.
Normally for breakfast, he'll start off with a lot of beef, big beef meal.
I wake up and I have a breakfast of maybe 2 pounds of beef, a bowl of oatmeal, big bowl of oatmeal.
About 3 whole eggs for his protein, and then he'll have a big, huge bowl of oatmeal, a couple pieces of bread, some bananas, raisins, 200 to 300 grams of carbs right after he's done training. 7 or 8 meals in the day. Types of proteins will be mainly chicken and beef, off-season whole eggs.
Again, there I made a lot of mistakes in dieting. In sports, you make a lot of mistakes dieting. Each year you learn as you go.
Greg was just insanely massive and freaky in his prime. And apparently, the dude used to carry around a little battery-powered fan because he would sweat like crazy everywhere he went. Restaurants, expos, wherever he was. He supposedly had that little fan with him just to keep himself cool. I mean, the guy was carrying so much body weight and so much muscle that he was constantly sweating. And you can actually see it in a lot of the old pictures and footage. The dude would be completely soaked, with huge sweat stains all over his shirt.
Greg Kovacs, who used to have to have his wife. She used to sit there with a little fan blowing on him and everything. You know what I mean?
Keep it up, come on!